It's time now for a special edition of Talk About the Hill Country. This afternoon on Talk About the Hill Country, we're here with Stanley Rabke, the chief of the Willow City Volunteer Fire Department, and they've got a special event coming up. Isn't that right?
That is correct.
And you are talking about there's a brand new West Station open house. There's going to be an open house for your brand new station. You want to tell us a little bit about it?
Yes, we built a second station, which we are very proud of, on 3188 Gypsum Mine Rod, and we are using it now. We're just going to have a dedication and a grand opening, ribbon cutting, and meet and greet people on Sunday, the 23rd, from 2 to 5.
Wow! And what was involved in making that open house happen? Having the new station there. You said you're already active in using it. It took you mentioned it took you like 2.5 to 3 years to get the whole process done.
Yes, but by the time we got all the legal paperwork done and finding a building or a builder to build it and stuff like that, a contractor, from the time we first started talking about it, it took between 2.5 and 3 years.
Wow. And you said you have about 50 volunteers, about 35 that are really active?
That's correct.
So, and you were talking a little bit about that just as soon as you mentioned there would be a new fire station in this location on Gypsum Road, that you had people who signed up.
Yes, that's right. We have volunteers that have joined the Willow City Fire Department that live right close to the new station.
Wow, that is so cool that you have a really dedicated group of people out there. What does it feel like for you that you sort of had this idea and now it's come to fruition? What does that feel like for you?
It's great. You know, I've been in the fire service for 54 years, and I remember when we had trouble getting volunteers, and as time went on, things just got better and better, and we got more support, and now being able to open up a second station and just make our service that much better to the communities.
Yeah, you were mentioning part of the reason for doing this station is to make sure that it, when somebody dialed 911, they got help as quick as possible. Is that right?
That is correct, yes, it sure is.
Can you talk a little bit more about that?
Well, you know, it's one of those things that you like to get to a scene or a place where there's a problem as quick as you can, and the area there is sort of isolated, and it just takes a while for fire trucks or ambulances to get there. So building a station right in the middle of that area will improve our response time and help to whoever dials 911.
That's wonderful. And this is going to be a dedication ceremony? What's that going to look like?
Well, we're going to obviously we're going to thank the good Lord for helping us do this. We can't do anything without Him, and we're going to have a ribbon cutting and a flag raising, and then we're going to sit back and relax and meet and greet people and have refreshments.
Oh, that sounds wonderful. And what time is it going to be at?
It will be at from 2 to 5 on Sunday, the 23rd.
That's wonderful, and it's a great way for people to get together before Thanksgiving, and a great reason to get together to give thanks for the Willow City Volunteer Fire and Rescue for your new station. You were telling me a little bit about how hard it is. It's a hard job being a volunteer fire department member. It takes, what is it, 2 hours of fighting an active fire is equal to an 8-hour workday? Can you
That
talk
is
about
correct.
it?
Yes, it's very, a big fire or a major wreck, your adrenaline is running very high, and it just takes a lot out of you And I will tell you, it takes a special person to do the volunteer work because 90% of our people all have families. And, you know, most of us would like to sit down and relax with our wife and kids and not have to worry about going on a fire call or something. But when it's really deep down in you, you know somebody needs help when they dial 911, and so you go.
That's amazing. One of the things in the when I was at the city council meeting, they were talking about how much more active that the outside volunteer fire departments are getting a lot more calls lately. Are you finding that?
Yes, we are. We're getting a whole lot more calls. You know, there's all over the county. There's subdivisions going in. People are moving here, and a lot of them. And I'm not saying anything against city people, but a lot of people that move here from the big city think that the ambulance and fire department should be there within 5 minutes because that's sort of the rule in big cities. Well, if you live 20 miles from the city, it takes longer, and you get people questioning how come it takes so long.
Right. But this is meant to make it go faster, this new station that you put together.
That's correct, yes.
That's exciting. Can you tell us again date and time for the Willow City opening celebration?
It will be November the 23rd from 2 to 5 p.m. at 3188 Gypsum Mine Rod.
Can you give us a few directions? Like if you were coming from the radio station, how would you get there?
Take 87 north to Cherry Mountain Loop. Take Cherry Mountain Loop until you come to Gypsum Mine Rod and follow that to the station. It will be on your right at 3188 Gypsum Mine Rod.
Thank you so much for coming in and talking to us about us and giving us a little glimpse into what the life is like for a volunteer fire department. I just so respect what you're doing, and thank you so much for willing to put yourselves out that way.
Thank you very much for having me.
It's time now. Well, it's time now to say goodbye. This is Talk About the Hill Country here on KNAF AM 910. You've been listening to Stanley Rabke of the Willow City Volunteer Fire Department. He's the chief, and he's been talking to us about a grand opening celebration of a new station. The West Station Open House is going to be happening on Sunday, November 23rd from 2 to 5 p.m. at 3188 Gypsum Mine Rod, and you just heard some great directions about how to get there. And this has been a public service of KNAF AM 910. If you'd like to get on the calendar, you've got something going on in your business this week, next week, or next month, whichever, give us a call at 830-997-2197. Email us at knafnews@gmail.com. Send us a postcard at 311, P.O. Box 311 in Fredericksburg, or just stop by. We're at 304 East San Antonio Street here in Fredericksburg. This has been Talk About the Hill Country.
Invite you to another Picker Circle. That's right, Allstats Thursday Night Jam, hosted this week by old Dan West. It's downstairs Thursday from 5 to 7.